Okay, so I bought another boat, this time off of a dude in a Walmart parking lot for 300 bucks or 400 bucks. I don't know, but it is a piece of shit. There's no way that's gonna work, but I'm just gonna do a full rebuild on it, but on a budget, quickly, cheap, not like the kind of project like you see some dudes do that like take months on YouTube, like me with my other project that's upstairs that's still not done. Building a boat from scratch, don't do that. But this is something that I think anybody could just pick up and do. So I'm gonna show you the boat outside right now. So most people would pass on a project like this because it's kind of a lot of work, but it's actually quite simple. And this boat is in pretty good shape. I'll show you why. Transom is solid, so I don't have to replace that. Came with a free gas tank. Just gonna get rid of these seats so I don't care about them. It actually has controls and steering. Obviously I need a new steering wheel. This looks like a Tesla Cybertruck wheel. I'm gonna clean all this up. It has a console, which I really like. I already have a motor for it, and the trailer, although ugly, is in decent shape. Got this little thing in here to release the anchor, which is kind of fun, and a completely clapped out trolling motor, which I'll probably just remove. So let's get to working. I'm hopefully just gonna scrub it down, paint it, replace the seats, paint the outside. We'll see, follow along. First thing up is this live well, because you can just tell it needs to go. I'm gonna try to take it off. It's like a bilge pump for the live well. If that works, we will keep it. Whatever that is. There we go. Listening to it in my headphones, I'm listening to Cosmic by Avenged Sevenfold, and that is an absolute banger. Check it out. No, doesn't even need the screwdriver. It's attached. Fat kitty right hot. Now it's just stuck in my compact. What the fuck am I saying? It's stuck in my impact. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. I'm getting sweaty already, but these brackets that had the that held the live well, I'm just gonna keep these because I'm gonna put some sort of seat there, and then I don't have to punch new holes in the side of the aluminum. I can just line them up with the existing brackets. So that's what I'm doing. This is not a homemade bracket, but I think it's just held by these 5 big screws. We'll see. Little pro tip, it's always good to save all the little stainless steel bolts and screws that you're getting, because they can add up quick if you just throw them away. So I'm gonna take a break from working on the boat. Just so you guys know, this boat is sponsored by, no, I'm joking. It's not sponsored by anybody. But anyways, these projects are awesome to do with your kids. They're relatively cheap. Like, I'm 400 bucks into this. You can get a motor for, let's just say, 1,000 bucks, which I understand 1,400 bucks is not insignificant amount of money, but if you want to get on the water, it's about as cheap as you're going to do it reliably. 16-foot boat. It's good for like any inland river, maybe lake. I'm gonna take it on the Great Lakes. That's because I've got a lot of boating experience. I'm not really gonna use any fancy tools on this. You can get everything I'm using here at a yard sale. Oh, skills. You don't need a lot of skills. Shit. This is kind of a cool feature on the little boat. It's just an anchor line that you can retract in the back with a little spool. So I'm gonna take it off to paint it and to paint the whole boat, but I'm definitely gonna keep this on there because if not, you're just tossing the anchor and I don't know, kind of dorky, kind of cool. Let's go with it. So the hardest part of all these builds for me is keeping track of all of the parts and pieces, because it just saves you a lot of time and money if you take pictures of what you're taking apart. So I have to go get a wrench for the back of this one as well. So stand by. Anchor crank thing. There's 2 screws.
and then some rubber stoppers in between the hull. Just, I'm guessing so it's got some padding or something, but I'm gonna forget that when I'm rebuilding it, so I'll have to watch my old YouTube video to see how I did it. Rubber thing I was talking about. This is for me, not you. Right there. Got it? Makes sense? Future me, remember. So for now, cutting it, threading it back through, and I will replace that line with something proper. It is sweaty here in Michigan. Anyways, because I have severe ADHD, fact, I'm moving on from the anchor line. I did enough work on that. I'm gonna get rid of the fish finder, and just in case I just broke it, but I'm gonna give you that right now, which is just simple screws. Now, I know this is probably self-explanatory to a lot of people, but some people have never messed around with a boat. Wouldn't even feel comfortable taking apart a fish finder, so I'm just gonna show them. I don't care. Cool, that was easy. I would tell you to hold my beer, but you're not here. I have to rewire this whole boat, which that is my least strongest suit. That is a pain in the ass. So I'm just gonna have to call a guy. And by a guy, I mean my father-in-law. And I'm just gonna run new wires to everything. So I'm just gonna cut everything. Dude. This also fucked. Doesn't work. I don't know how you break a compass, but I'm gonna remove that as well. Probably like the 1 millionth beer this boat has probably had in it. First step to removing a compass is not getting broken.
Now, real talk on the compass thing. Like I was saying earlier, you can get into trouble in the water, so always have a compass, because if your GPS fails, if your phone gets dunked, if you just lose sight of land, if you have a general awareness of, well, coast is west or east or whatever it is, compass will get you there. Anyways, that's it for day one. Now, this is no fluff, no video magic. Whatever you just saw, which if you know, you know, didn't take a long time. I think I've been working on it for like an hour. I only plan to spend about maybe 20 hours on this project, start to finish. So halfway stripped on the inside. Next time I have a couple hours of free time, I'll do another video. So stay tuned.